what's up guys? This is Matt at ZNM Performance here. We're in Damon's 2008 E92 335. If you guys have been following the build in our blog, you're sort of up to date on what's been going on. For those of you that are not up to date, really quick, I'm just going to key you in on what we did with Damon's car. So he bought it to us about a month ago, a couple weeks, 3 weeks ago maybe. And he has the Pure Stage 2 high flows in here already. And what he wanted to do was just basically go balls to the wall with the fuel. And he wanted to make sure he had the power that he wanted and the necessary fuel support that we would need to make that said power. So I'm going to do a quick breakdown right now before I do some pulls. This is really the first time that I'm in the car and we're actually driving it and really getting on it. Tomorrow the car will be heading out to Twisted Tuning to get tuned, and we're going to slap it down to the dyno. This is Damon's car, so I really don't want to say anything as far as number goes on what we want from dyno. I'll just tease you a little bit. You know, we're looking well north of 6. But obviously, you know, tomorrow, if all goes well, I'll be able to tell you guys exactly what she made. So really quick, we went with Fueled Stage 4 kit, low pressure pump, the trigger and secondary pump. We got the ethanol sensor in there. We got the PI wired to the JB4. And just for terms of driving the car right now, we have her on a back end flash just so we can drive it and, you know, make sure everything's copacetic before we head up to Connecticut tomorrow. So we got all the work done. We did a full interior, exterior detail. We dressed the engine bay. We actually pulled up the wheels and cleaned up the calipers a little bit, so, you know, it would work in unison with the full detail that we did. Nothing crazy, minor paint corrections, some compound, some wax. I'll throw some nice pictures up when we're all done, maybe this evening, so you guys can check out how the detail came out. So this particular one, it's an 08, it's got 50,000 miles with the Pure Stage 2s, and trying to make some crazy power. First time we're driving it after doing all the hardware and software installation. So the purpose of this video is just to show you guys how she runs. Right now we're on a map 6 with some settings that Justin sent me over just to get the car able to drive over to him. So everything's warmed up. I'm going to do a couple pulls. Please excuse the shifting. Damon's got a motive, I believe, is stage 2 in here. I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to get used to it. And let's wait for some traffic to clear up. It's a bit chilly out. It's about 44 degrees and we are in semi-slick, so I'm not going to be going absolutely crazy here. Just want to make sure everything is good to go for tomorrow. So the traffic to clear up, roll into 4 to 3rd and see how well the traction hooks. Third at about 70. About 20 pounds of boost. Very solid, very linear. Very smooth. Really quick, I just want to throw in there, Damon did this build the right way. He's aware of the necessary hardware that he needs, as far as fuel goes for the most part, to really make the power that he wants to make reliably day in and day out. The fuel system is just in great concern. You can't sit there and cut corners with the power numbers that Damon had in mind. And Damon's awesome to work with. He's enthusiastic, he's involved, and most importantly, he knows that he needs to do this the right way to get the numbers that he wants out of the car and not have any issues. So just a huge shout out to Damon. Working with him has been awesome, with his level of enthusiasm, level of interest, and the support that he's given me to really, you know, do my job. It's always a breath of fresh air to be able to work with a client who is willing to do things the right way and, you know, not cut any corners anywhere when it comes to dialing in as much power as possible out of this platform. Traction's kicking in. Looks good though. So in addition to obviously the stage 4 fueling kit that we threw in here with the PI, Damon did a ton of ancillary work on this particular vehicle. You know, preventative, replaced the valve cover, new gasket, went with brand new Index 12 fuel injectors, threw in NGK plugs, brand new, replaced a leaking oil filter housing gasket. Let's roll a third right here real quick. She pulls really nice. Really smooth. Power delivery's on tap. It's perfect. We tied up a few loose ends with some previous work that was done at the car. Nothing too crazy. We removed the boost gauge. We had a no-name cheap Chinese brand boost gauge in there, and we installed an AEM with a nice digital readout with some nice LED bars that encompass the top part of the pod. Okay, we're going to try to do one more pull here. We'll get something nice and clean in. Third here, about 70. Shut it down at about 115. It's really nice. In addition to all the work, we also tapped the head and plugged off the PCB ports and went with RB's external PCB setup. And I'll throw some pictures up so you can take a look at the engine bay tonight. We did a full detail, dressed it up really nice. We added in some wire loom for the ethanol sensor, and we got rid of the numerous grounds we had going to the shock bowl, and we made one ground. Looks really clean from up top. Really can't tell much, but the numbers will tell tomorrow when we strap this down to the dyno and see what she makes. So there you go, guys. It's a quick video. This is really our first test drive after the whole install. This particular build took us about 2 weeks. We hit a few snags here and there, nothing too crazy. We had a few parts that we didn't plan on installing last minute that we did. The detail itself took about 3 full days, give or take a couple hours. And then a few other ancillaries and some loose ends that we just have to tie up. You know, we got everything done, but we took our time. I know he swapped out the OEM side view mirrors for the M3s, fold-in mirrors. And there's some other cool stuff that we did along with this project. What I'm going to do is throw up some nice pictures up on the blog this evening so you guys can take a look. And I will definitely be updating you guys tomorrow when we strap it down to the dyno. Hopefully be able to take a video and we can make some crazy power. So that's it. Thanks for looking, guys. Any questions, comments, concerns, head over to my website. There's multiple ways to contact me. Thanks for looking, guys.